Official networks are coming down because of this one major exploit this morning on ARK Survival Ascended. Hello everybody, my name is Kaya and welcome to my channel. Today we got some ARK news, and what one heck of a launch that was. Oh my goodness. That is a classical ARK launch, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of delays. It was gonna come out 4 PM PT. Ended up coming out like somewhere in the middle of the night PT. Honestly, it was 6 AM in the morning for me in BST when it came out. So it was a big delay, probably over 10 hours of delay, honestly, when it came to the end of it. But the ARK team has been working really hard overnight. I dread to think how long Dolly stayed up, because she stayed up to 5:31 AM in the morning for me, so that's pretty late for someone with a normal sleep schedule. There's also some console information as well for those interested on what is happening. We'll go over that in just a second now. But let's talk about this major exploit. And we have some issues with some Nitrado servers going on right now. So unfortunately with this major exploit, they are taking down the official servers for like 2 hours. So you're going to be waiting a little bit, or well, a bit more to be able to play ARK Survival Ascended, at least with friends on multiplayer, either way. Also, this is a really bad problem, because basically what they've had to do is wipe official server saves. So any progress made this morning by anybody is getting wiped off the face of the earth. Why? Because there was a massive exploit where players could use admin powers. I don't know how that happens. That's just insane to me how that has slipped through the cracks. But it's a really bad exploit, hence why they are wiping all the official server save data. And it's not much better if you've decided to go and buy your own private ARK Ascended server. Do you know why? Because Nitrado has this issue right now where, one, you cannot find it on Steam. You cannot add it to Steam favorites if you're on Steam. And number two, they have an issue with servers not showing up in the server list within the game. So basically, you spend money to buy a server and you don't get to play on your server. Like, excuse me. There's no way to connect to it. The only way is to find it in-game, and there's issues finding it on the in-game server list. So you might be waiting quite a lot more time for them to fix that issue as well, even if you buy your own private server. So it seems like if you want to play right now, you want to be looking into single player or dedicated off your own back. Also, they got the pricing on their website as well now. It's looking to be a decent chunk of money to buy a month worth of server, but it's 26 slots, so that's pretty decent. An update on console launch either way though. Looking at console launch, they have made an official statement, and this is what they're currently saying. To be honest, it's not much different, but I'll tell you their reasonings why they're not launching with PC, which is very disappointing because you would hope they all align, but they have the certification and all that, and there were some issues there. So they said last night, while continuing our internal quality assurance process for ACET, our team identified some critical issues in the multiplayer version of the game that would have had major implications for the console versions of the game. Unfortunately, due to these issues, we have decided to delay the launch of Xbox and PlayStation versions until November. Now, they don't state when in November, but we are at the end of October, so I'm hoping it's going to be very early November for you guys. They say, we understand this news is disappointing, and trust us, we are disappointed too. The team really did aim to get everything out on all platforms in October, and to be honest, they aren't wrong there. They were doing certifications. They did state several times on their social media that they were putting in a bunch of them and testing them out, but it looks like something slipped through the cracks. I mean, looking at PC, so that slipped through the cracks. Made classical ARK right there. Can't really expect anything different, but it is what it is, unfortunately. I'm really sorry for you guys on console though, because it really sucks, and it's just seems to be always a thing with like survival multiplayers. Like, they just, console gets the stick of it. So big sad for you guys, and hopefully you'll be able to play it soon. Hopefully it'll be early November. Either way, they have our next steps on here. As for now, we're working on 2 tracks. One track is managing the launch to PC, and the other track is preparing patches of the game's console version with the latest gameplay and updates, meaning they probably have 2 teams working on 2 different versions. So don't worry, Xbox and PlayStation is being worked on. Additional time lets us resolve these specific issues on multiplayer, probably the admin spawning ones, sorry. And bring the game up to the PC specification, which received a number of critical improvements as the console versions were going through certification, which is usually quite a lengthy process when they do go through certification, so it's understandable. If you're not sure about that, basically the difference between console and PC, why is PC so easy to update more than console, is they can pretty much immediately just push patches to PC, whereas on console they have to wait for the big boys to go okay. But they're basically saying in the rest of their post they hope that this will make the console launch smoother and you'll have a better experience, and you'll also be able to mod straight away. Apart from that, they haven't noted a time or anything. I imagine they're going to see how rocky the Steam one is. We're probably going to get the rough side of it. You probably are going to get a very nice and smooth experience, hopefully on console, whereas PC is going to be seeing a bit of a rocky ride by the looks of it, especially seeing today's news about the official servers, which is crazy. Either way, that is most of the news I have for you today. Make sure you download the game if you're curious on how much the game costs and all that. Having a look at the mod page, we already have mixed reviews, which is a little concerning there. But having a look, they do have 10% off launch already on Steam, so if you're interested, this offer ends in the 1st of November. But it's actually not too bad of a price just for the original game here, $37.99 in pounds. See what that is in dollars for you. It's probably a little bit more if it's in dollars. And then the discount takes a good old £5 off of it. So lovely that is. And having a little look at the reviews, they are actually brutal. It's really bad. Big shock, unoptimized mess. It is not looking good. I'm still waiting on my download. I'm 80%, so hopefully I'll be able to play soon and hopefully be able to stream for you as well when that happens. But for now, let's see how it goes, and fingers crossed. Of course, it's not an ARK launch if it's not a wobbly ARK launch, if you're right. It's not the same wild card I would know either way, but there you go. Thank you for watching. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!